As a true believer in Stoicism, you know the importance of mastering yourself. But manipulation is the quiet enemy that can creep into your life, distorting your judgment, corrupting your clarity, and leading you into choices that are not your own. And in this dark labyrinth, self-control and fortitude are your only weapons. Make sure you watch the whole video, as today we will explore the 10 signs that you are being manipulated through the lens of Stoicism. These lessons will not only illuminate the ways you may be under someone else's control, but will also strengthen your ability to reclaim your power. We are not here to point fingers at the manipulators, we are here to empower you. So let us begin. Number 1. They play on your emotions. Epictetus reminds us, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Manipulators prey on emotional reactions. They want you to feel before you think, whether that's anger, guilt, or fear. When you notice your emotions are being pulled like puppet strings, step back. Emotions are like wild horses. They will run wherever they are led if you don't hold the reins tightly. As a Stoic, you understand that emotions are not your enemy, but unchecked, they become the doorway through which manipulation enters. Resist the urge to be ruled by them. When you master your emotions, no one can sway your mind. Number 2, they make you doubt yourself. This tactic, often referred to as gaslighting, involves distorting your perception of reality, leading you to question your own judgment, memory, or sense of truth. A manipulator will weave doubt into your perception, subtly convincing you that you aren't enough. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." When someone sows seeds of doubt, trying to make you question your abilities, your decisions, or your worth, understand that they are attempting to control the colors of your soul. A true Stoic refuses to let outside influences distort their inner compass. Hold firm to your values and remember your worth is intrinsic, unshaken by the opinions of others. Number 3, they control the narrative. Manipulators craft stories in which they are the hero, and you unknowingly are cast into a role you never agreed to play. By dictating the storyline, they can justify their actions, portray themselves in a more favorable light, and obscure the truth, which makes it easier for them to manipulate outcomes to their advantage. These stories may be subtle, cloaked in half-truths or carefully chosen words. Seneca warned us, "People are slaves to their passions, and many will enslave others through carefully crafted narratives." As a Stoic, you know that your life story is yours alone to tell. Do not allow another to write your script. When the narrative feels off, question it. Reclaim the pen. Number 4, they exploit your good nature. Manipulators often target those with kind hearts and a desire to help. You may feel obligated, pressured into giving more than you receive. Marcus Aurelius said, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one." But being good does not mean being a doormat. Manipulators twist your virtues against you, making you feel that saying no is wrong. By preying on your goodwill, they can push boundaries, avoid accountability, and continue their manipulation without fear of immediate consequences. A Stoic knows that true virtue lies in wisdom, in discerning when to give and when to stand firm. You are not responsible for the happiness or approval of others. Set boundaries, and don't let your kindness be used against you. Number 5, they isolate you. One of the most dangerous tactics of manipulation is isolation. When you are isolated, you become more dependent on the manipulator for emotional, social, or even practical needs. They create a world where you feel alone, making you dependent on their guidance or approval. In isolation, doubt and fear grow. But as a Stoic, you are never truly alone. Your mind is your greatest ally, your reason, your constant companion. Epictetus said, "We are disturbed not by things, but by the views which we take of them." If someone tries to cut you off from others, they are trying to cut you off from reality. Remember, your strength comes from within, not from external validation or the presence of others. Number 6, they make you feel guilty for prioritizing yourself. This tactic serves to keep you in a submissive role where you constantly prioritize the manipulator's desires, giving them more control over you and preventing you from asserting your independence. A manipulator will make you feel selfish for thinking of your own needs. Guilt is a powerful weapon, but it has no place in the Stoics' arsenal. Seneca wrote, "He who is brave is free." The bravery to say no, to prioritize your own well-being, is a sign of true freedom. Do not let guilt bind you to another's desires. A Stoic understands that caring for oneself is essential for the well-being of the whole. You cannot pour from an empty cup. Number 7, they twist logic to suit their agenda. Manipulators are experts in twisting reasons to suit their own ends. By bending or misrepresenting facts and reasoning, they can confuse or mislead others, making their actions or demands seem justified even when they are not. They make you question the truth, using confusion as a tool to keep you compliant. But truth, as Marcus Aurelius teaches, is simple. If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. A Stoic's logic is clear and unwavering. When someone makes you question the obvious, step back. Trust in your reason, your inner clarity. Do not allow the fog of manipulation to cloud your judgment. Number 8, they create a sense of urgency. Urgency is a classic manipulative tactic, pushing you to make decisions quickly without thought or reflection. The rush prevents you from seeing alternative options or questioning their motives, allowing them to gain control quickly before you can recognize their manipulation. In haste, you lose control. As a Stoic, you understand that time is your ally, not your enemy. Take a rest. A field that has rested gives a bountiful crop, said Ovid. And so too does a rested mind. Do not rush decisions under pressure. A Stoic knows that patience and reflection lead to wisdom. Take your time, and you'll see through the illusion of urgency. Number 9, they shift blame onto you when a manipulator is caught. They will shift the blame onto you, making you feel responsible for their actions. Shifting blame helps them maintain power by keeping you in a state of self-doubt and emotional vulnerability. Epictetus reminds us, make the best use of what is in your power and take the rest as it happens. You are responsible for your actions, not theirs. A Stoic knows when to accept responsibility and when to reject false blame. Do not carry the weight of another's misdeeds. Number 10, they make you dependent on their approval. The final and perhaps most subtle sign is the creation of dependency. You find yourself craving their approval, molding your actions to fit their expectations. Marcus Aurelius advised, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. True freedom, true happiness, does not come from pleasing others but from aligning with your own values. Break free from the chains of approval. As a Stoic, your goal is not to be liked or admired. It is to be virtuous, steadfast, and true to yourself. In a world filled with hidden influences, manipulation is a threat to the clarity and freedom of the mind. But as a Stoic, you possess the tools to recognize it and defend yourself against it. You are armed with reason, self-control, and a deep understanding of your worth. Remember, no one can take your power unless you give it away. Guard your mind, protect your emotions, and let no one sway your course. True strength is not in avoiding manipulation, but in recognizing it and rising above it. The Stoic path is not an easy one, but it is a path of true freedom. And in that freedom, you will find your peace. That is your call to action. Good day.